So for those who don't know, Cenat is one of the biggest streaming sensations ever. And he's worth at least 40 million, right? So I found it interesting because, a lot of us have heard this, a lot of us have had this conversation amongst our brethren, but I found it real interesting when you see somebody worth 40 million say, y'all bugging, y'all barbers bugging now. You know what I'm saying? So what's y'all thoughts, man? Rich Blackman, I'm gonna let you go first. What's your thoughts on this? Are these barbers out of hand with these prices?
You know they is. So that's them YN started that, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They got money and just start tricking everywhere. They tricking with the girls, the barbers, the food places. They don't understand that you bless somebody who take care of you. You just don't, you know what I'm saying? It got to the point, and then you got to remember pandemic. Pandemic helped with that shit when they was coming to the house and charging this and all that. It's stuck like Texas. You know what I'm saying? Prices didn't go back down. You know what I'm saying? Everything stayed up right after the pandemic. So the barbers, that's where they at. That's their hustle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and the way they got it now, it's like, hey, get your money up if you want a haircut. I'm like, what?
What? And
Nah, I'm
it's
good.
crazy too, Rich Blackman, because so I'm in Atlanta, right?
Oh,
And
shit.
it's so extreme out here. It's bad. It's
Oh,
so bad.
shit.
A lot of guys cutting their own hair now. So here's
Oh,
how it is in Atlanta. What and I'm sure this is some kind of ripple effect going on elsewhere too, but I have never seen it at this level because I still come home, right? And I still get haircuts out there when I'm out there. But how it's gotten out here is it's really, and I hate to say this, it's like some feminine shit, right? Like, because like now, like a fat girl thinks she a 10. And it's like, well, if Beyonce's a 10 and you're fat and ugly, then how are you a 10? Somebody's lying, right? So what has happened is out here, these cats, they get a rapper they have one popular rapper cut their hair, and this rapper showing them love. So now what they do is they take that, promote it on social media, and now they're commanding almost the same price or whatever to everybody else. And here's the thing, like majority of your customers are working people, working class citizens with children, single mothers with children. So the fact that these cats is getting so outrageous to where they trying to charge people prices like they're the drug dealer or the actor or entertainer and the athlete is just insane, bro. And it's getting out of hand.
but you know what? The barbers have took on the hustle mentality. Back in the Gap, you could go to a barbershop and the price on the board, $10, $5 for an edge up, 15. They don't do that now. They look at you, you come in, you got a nice car. Man, I like your car. Shit, that don't be faulty. Nigga, for what? But that's what it became to. It don't have a standard. They don't have nobody to judge them and say, hey, you can't go over this, you can't go over that. So yeah, they're gonna keep doing it. You don't have nobody to guide you, yeah, you're gonna do it. And if the people let you do it, yeah, why stop? You know what I'm saying?
Man,
Big Yogi, let me ask you this, Big Yogi.
What you got?
And I want you to chime in too on it, but I want to add, I like to add layers on it, right? Man. So to add to the question that I asked Rich Blackman, because what I've seen is I've seen prices go up, but I've seen the quality of the barber skill go down overall, right? For example, I remember when I was coming up, first of all, when I was coming up, they didn't use clippers to line you up. They used blade.
Yeah,
right?
Razor.
They use the razor. Yeah. Two, another thing that I noticed that is big time that has changed. when that barber that used to cut our hair when we was little used that razor, he didn't he edged he lined you up with no more than 2 times. These dudes will go over your line 8, 9, 10 times. Damn, nigga, you ain't got the line right yet. I don't know if y'all noticed that, but that is wild to me. And I will base how many, if I come to you again up there, bro, you supposed to be so good and you charging this much, but it take you 7, 8 times to go over my line to get it right.
And they push it back.
And then they push it back. So Big Yogi,
So
me adding that to the question, what's your thoughts on that? So I want you to add what's your thoughts about the quality now that the barbers have went up.
So I got a partner of mine, man, who been cutting my hair for like 20 plus, right? Before I met my partner, when my mom used to take me to get a haircut, she'd take me to the barber college. Right there in I forgot where it was at, but it's across the street from King's Flea Market, right? So back then prices was lower, you know what I'm saying? But you were students, so they had to be low, but they was on point. Razor outlet, you know what I'm saying? It was on point, you know what I'm saying? This ain't even barbershop shit, right? So with you saying the quality of the barber and the prices going up, it's just like you said, man, they'll probably get 1 or 2 celebrities in that bitch and think they just, oh yeah, I'm cold. Nah, nigga, you just got a nigga that need a haircut and use around, you know? You feel me? So, but my boy, they cut my hair, man, my boy charged me a hot 20. And I don't even gotta pay him. He just I give it to him because at the end of the day, that man taking his time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then he charged me what he charged me, but I still you know what I'm saying? A little more. That's just common courtesy to me. You know what I'm saying? But it's worth it. You know what I'm saying? Because you got some people that'll, you know what I'm saying? Shit, I'm gonna pay for what I gotta pay for. You know what I'm saying? Haircuts, that's to a man, that's important. Me personally, that shit is important to me. You know what I'm saying? So I pay for it. But I ain't finna break the bank with you neither, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My boy put me on a dude, man. He be on the ground and he be showing me different barbers and shit. Man, I seen one dude, man. This man charged $100 for a cut, a bill. I say, boy, you out your fucking mind. You think I'm gonna pay that?
Man.
Nah, I'm cool. If I need a cut and I can't get to my barber, I'm just not gonna have a cut right now, bro. 2 months I ain't had a cut.
Yeah.
My boy telling me find somewhere around here. That's not happening. I don't cheat
Man.
on my barber, man. But you're absolutely correct. You're absolutely correct, man. The prices is going up, but they trash with it.
Yeah, their quality going down. They not as dependable.
Yeah, nah.
If you on time and you end up still can't get out at a time point, they ain't gonna give you no discount. But if you late, they charge. Yeah, I mean, it is ridiculous.
It's a lot of bullshit. Like Rich Blackman said, man, that shit turned into a hustle for you, boy, man.
Yeah.
Which I get it. That's your line of business. You got to make your money.
Yeah.
But at the same time, bro, man, I mean, you got people, and see, they do it because motherfuckers are sitting in that chair and they'll pay that ticket. Get enough motherfuckers be like, nah, I ain't paying. I'm gonna go holler at old boy. I bet they'll switch that shit up then, man.
Yeah, gotcha.
They do it because motherfuckers actually sit there and pay that ticket.
And sit there and pay it. Yeah.
It is what it is, bro.
Yeah. Now, Leonard, let me ask you this. You know, I'm gonna add a layer to it, right? Again, what's your thoughts on the barbers charging so much now? And to add context to that, what is your thoughts on not the quality, but what do you feel about as far as the craftsmanship? I'm talking about as far as like how the barbers treat their customers, their loyal customers, as opposed to new customers or whatnot. Like I've seen where barbers charge everybody different for the same haircut. So, you know, it's like it's almost there's no transparency, right? It's no set like this much for the fade, this much for the beard too. It's just they everywhere. What's your thoughts on that?
I mean, I get the loyalty thing because that's your bread, and you don't want your bread to leave. You rather have something guaranteed than something iffy, and I get it. But you kind of hit the nail on the head. I wouldn't necessarily say feminine behavior, but it came from the feminine market. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Beauticians make about 100 to 150, sometimes $250. But the layers of what they have to do to a woman's head is unmatched. And if
Unmatched.
and if you see what a lot of cats, I follow this dude, I want to say Sly Huncho.
Oh
Um,
yeah, that's crazy. Woo.
but look at what he added though. Look at what he added to what he does.
You think that, but you think that justifies it? Because
It
I see
does
a lot
not.
of ignorance. Like I seen a
Well,
woman drove 8 hours to get a haircut for her son, and I'm like,
yeah.
how can I catch her complaining
At
about
the
hard times, bro?
Nah, I'm totally against anything over $25 for a haircut. I'm sorry.
God, I
I
feel it.
am. But see, I brought him up because he adds washing your hair
Yeah,
to, you feel me, to justify. He tell you it's $100 hair wash. Like a lot of times we men, we gonna take a shower before we head to the barbershop anyway. Like for
anyway,
instance, there's
yeah,
just some
and
things
after.
men
Most
do.
definitely.
Well, that's some things we do before we're gonna head to the barbershop. We're gonna take a shower, wash our hair because we can't have any oil or grease. Like most of us know that, right?
Yeah. Mhm.
And you're gonna wash yourselves and clean yourselves before you get a massage. Those are two things we know we as men gonna do. You
And
know what
you
I'm
still
saying? So
have a woman at home to wash their hair afterwards.
yeah. Well, see, keep the play though. Women have been getting their hair washed before she breaks off and getting into their head. And you had your woman, and you walking in, and you came too soon. She just getting off the doggone block.
Yeah.
Women have been washing their hair before the beautician get in their head for, I say, at least, I'm 50, so at least as long as I can remember, at least 40 decades.
Got
Me and my mom walks in a beautician, that's the first thing they do. They're gonna break that hair down, wash your hair, do all that. But we men, we don't need that. Why are we not getting our hair perm? We're not getting any chemicals added to our hair. We're not getting all these things done to our hair. So one thing we have a problem in this society is counting other people's money. That kid not wanting to pay $500 for his haircut, that's his bit. That don't mean the nigga broke.
Now they know he
Just don't
not
want.
broke.
Now
He just
listen,
don't want to pay it.
He
Shit.
just don't
If
want
you
to
don't
pay.
want to pay $500 for a haircut,
Yeah,
that's your
and a lot of the
business.
women in the comments was calling
you
them
know,
cheap, saying that's why you niggas is cheap. And I'm like,
Hey, they
and,
don't
and you
require.
know,
All we getting is a haircut, mama.
do you
that's
That's it.
realize? But now I'm gonna play devil advocate with the barbers now. Do you realize that when they do video after video, spraying the double alcohol, spinning, cutting, doing it, that's a production. So when you come to them, they are paid actors. They gonna charge your ass accordingly. 400 if you want to be on my film. It ain't about the haircut no more. Cause they it's whoever putting the best production out and tricking us to go say, hey, I want to pay him $200 to sit in the chair and feel like fucking Cinder fucking Rella, and he spin me
exactly.
around. Come on, man. That's what
It's
we have
very
to
They
feminine.
stop.
selling a movie,
That's
right?
what we have to
Yeah, it's
stop.
very
You know
Hey
what
feminine.
I'm saying?
man,
Yeah,
hey,
man.
and your
It's
and your
it's
clippers
Selling the
productive, man.
goddamn
and
movie.
your
It's
It's
all
clippers better not
production.
hilarious.
touch my
So that's
head.
what you paying for. You really ain't paying for no goddamn haircut. You paying for a production. That's
You
a
paying
foot.
for
They
a
got
minute?
yeah, you getting a haircut. He got a camera on you. Hold on, player. I didn't
Yeah,
sign nothing but to be on this camera. I know you
got
want to make
three
some
of them.
money, and he's still gonna charge you and put you on YouTube, and he
Yeah,
finna
they be
get
like,
his
so
man.
when
They
you go to the
working.
barbershop, like I'm gonna put
Yes,
some
so
Mr.
it ain't even
Wayne
about the
on your
barber no more.
Snapchat.
You going to find the best production. I like it. I like.
Hey, they
You didn't
go.
like the
Hey,
way he cut that nigga hair. You didn't
hey,
like the production. That's
them
Yeah.
like,
boys gonna.
hey, let me give you a perfect example.
So,
Ain't
so
none of us eat dog food, but they got dog food commercials. You be like,
yeah.
you know what? I'm gonna go buy that dog food for my dog because I might like it.
But
Man,
look,
dogs
this
don't
is
watch TV.